Hey guys, Deplorable Deb here. I need to read you something that came from Mark Levin. So here goes. To be clear, President Trump hasn't shut a single business. The governors did. We are seeing the most draconian measures enforced at some state and local levels of government that we've ever seen in our lifetimes. And yet, rather than being alarmed by the things going on, so many of you applaud. President Trump's guidelines are voluntary and temporary, but some Democratic states and cities are taking it one step further, extending the lockdown and criminalization behavior. Bill Gates wants to keep America locked down for 10 months. That's what living under a communist regime looks like, and you applaud. People are being arrested in some states for spending too much time outside, and you applaud. Pastors are being arrested in some states for daring to hold church services, and you applaud. A child's birthday party is raided by police, and you applaud. A young woman is ticketed for going on a leisurely drive alone because it's deemed non-essential travel, and you applaud. A father is handcuffed and arrested in an empty park for playing softball with his 6-year-old daughter and refusing to turn over his ID, and you applaud. A lone paddleboarder in the ocean on a beach without any other people around is arrested because he's violating quarantine orders, and you applaud. Businesses are being forcibly closed and padlocked, and owners arrested for refusing to shut down, and you applaud. Dairy farmers are being incentivized to stop dairy farming and to sell their herds, and you don't seem to understand the implications. You're being told to use hotlines and online forms provided by your local government to report your neighbors who don't obey, and you comply. You scold people day after day for not obeying government ethics. And if any of us dare to question what's happening, you lecture about how we're a danger to society and we just don't care about people dying. You somehow manage to convince yourselves that the people whose lives are affected by a virus are much more important than the people whose lives are being destroyed, and in many cases leading to death by the effects of a worldwide economic shutdown and impending worldwide depression, the likes of which no one has ever seen before. And at what point will you start questioning what's going on? At what point will you ask how the virus got here from China? At what point will you question why the fake news keeps defending the communists? How far do you have to be pushed before you jolted awake from your slumber? How far are you willing to go with this? If they told you to load your families into train cars so that you could be taken to virus protection facilities for your own safety, would you do it? Yes, you would. That much has become painfully obvious to me. And the whole time, you'd be shaking your finger and yelling at those of us who refused, accusing us of being a danger to society and not caring if people die. But they don't have to load you onto train cars and take you to virus protection facilities or force you to comply because you do that voluntarily. The fake news controls your mind. Yes, I'll say this again. The fake news controls your mind. They control your thought through fear. They control you by convincing you that the world is a scary, dangerous place. But they're here. But they want you to believe that they're here to protect you, care for you, and keep you safe, just as long as you obey. They know that as long as you're locked inside your comfortable home with Netflix, Hulu, CNN, NBC, ABC, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and a cell phone, you'll comply. No force is necessary for the majority of the herd. Democrats like Bill Gates even want to mandate antibody tests. Only those who are immune from viruses will be allowed to leave their homes and work. Did you hear that? Only those who are immune from viruses will be allowed to leave their homes and work. You are in prison willingly, and you're too blind to see it. And now, this is my words. Wake the hell up, people. Please, wake up.